A couple of weeks ago, the head of Instagram, Adam Mosseri, announced some major updates to the platform and to the algorithms that you need to know about, my friend. These updates could mean whole new ways of connecting with new audiences, generating engagement, and increasing your reach on the platform. So in this video, I'm going to talk you through the 4 main changes that we're going to see coming to Instagram across the next few months and what they're going to mean to your Instagram content and growth strategy. In his IGTV video announcing the changes, Adam Mosseri boldly said, Instagram is no longer just a photo sharing app. You could tell from everything he was saying in the video that it was really important for him to emphasize that while Instagram is definitely known for their origins as the square photo feed, they're really trying to move away from that and embrace new and different forms of content. In my opinion, this is really a reaction to the fact that video content is really gaining popularity everywhere on the internet. I think that Instagram can see that TikTok especially is a massive competitor to them right now, and that a lot of people's attention has been stolen from Instagram and has gone over to TikTok. And so they are trying out a lot of new things to try to combat that and bring people's attention back to the app. So just saying this is no longer just a photo sharing app is one thing, but what does that actually mean for our content strategy? In my opinion, this would kind of imply that posting single static images maybe is not going to be your best friend anymore in the feed algorithm. There are more changes coming to the feed algorithm that I'm going to talk about later in the video, but in terms of changes that you can make now to start experimenting with, I would recommend trying out more carousels. I think that high value, info-packed graphic carousels have been performing really well for a while now. And I think one way that you can supercharge the performance of these carousels is to add something even a little bit more to it, which is video. So making a few of your slides include a video component, I think is gonna make them even more engaging and therefore more likely to have a higher reach. Take, for example, the carousel that I made talking about this exact algorithm change. I included one slide that was a clip of the video from Adam Mosseri's announcement, and that carousel performed really, really well on the Creatorly account. So think about doing something like that, where even if most of your slides are text, having a couple here and there that have some kind of animation, which is super easy to do in Canva, or a video clip, I think is really going to increase the engagement that you see on that content and therefore its reach. Of course, I don't even have to tell you that experimenting more with Reels is also going to be important as Instagram kind of shifts away from this photo-centric feed that we've all been used to. And of course, continuing to focus a lot on stories is also going to be helpful, especially as the feed gets shaken up and changed a lot over the coming months. I think people are really going to stay diehard story watchers even as the feed is evolving. The second takeaway from this announcement is that video is absolutely king. As I was already saying in the previous point, they're kind of moving away from this perception of being a photo app. I think they really want to be known for vertical, made for mobile video. This is obviously something that has blown up a lot over the past year and a half, of course, due to TikTok. And so Instagram is really encouraging its creators to make more vertical video that really engages people, draws them in. So again, this is where Reels come in, but not only Reels, also IGTV. Think about creative ways that you can make really high value IGTV videos and then get them shared in front of your followers. So don't just share them to the feed, make sure you're also sharing them to your stories and using whatever methods you have to get eyes on your video content. I know this can feel challenging to some folks that are used to writing captions and sharing photos, but trust me, video is just gonna keep getting more and more important on Instagram. So start learning now. There's lots of tutorials you can find. Let us know in the comments if you'd like to see some video editing tutorials from us on how you can make some really engaging reels and other vertical videos for Instagram, because we'd love to help you out. But overall, I'd really encourage you to think about how you can incorporate some kind of video content into your regular content rotation. The third takeaway is that entertainment is everything. In his announcement, Adam Mosseri mentioned that the majority of Instagram users, when they did a survey, said that they come to Instagram for entertainment. And so it's Instagram's top priority right now to make their app even more entertaining. Now, I know that a lot of us as business owners use Instagram as a place to share info about our products or services, kind of create a funnel of potential customers or clients, and also educate our followers or our potential clients on the value that we're offering through our products or services. That is all well and good, and I do think that's important to continue as part of a healthy marketing strategy, but I really think that going forward, it's going to be important for every single business owner to think about not only how they can share value, but how they can entertain their audience. So in the past, I've talked about the importance of educating, encouraging, and entertaining. And I think all three of these different ways of providing value are important, but a lot of us have been slacking on that entertainment piece. And I know that can be difficult for business owners because you're like, I know how to inspire my clients, I know how to educate them, but what do I do to entertain them? That is something to really start thinking about. And of course, this is going to look like sharing reels, sharing memes, even doing more tweet graphics. Think about how you can create content that feels relatable to your audience and not just, educates them in some way or inspires them in some way. I really think this is part of a bigger shift happening in the industry that basically demands that every business sort of become a media company. So you're not just a service provider, you're also making, an online magazine, basically, or in the case of a YouTube channel, like a TV show. I know this is a lot of work and it's a big ask, but I do think it's just part of the social media landscape these days, and it's just becoming even more apparent on Instagram. So what this boils down to is ask yourself, how can you entertain your audience? How can you provide content that is relatable or funny to them? Start following some meme accounts, scroll through TikTok, get inspiration for that kind of content. And again, try to incorporate it into your overall content strategy, probably at least once or twice a week. Ultimately, if your content doesn't entertain your audience in addition to educating them or inspiring them, it might not perform that well on the platform. All right, and the fourth big change that's coming to Instagram, as announced by Adam Mosseri a couple weeks ago, is the feed is changing. Instead of the home feed being just people that you follow, Instagram is going to start experimenting with showing you content from accounts that you don't follow yet, but that they think you might be interested in. To me, this is a clear inspiration from TikTok that has become so successful because of its amazing machine learning algorithm that gets to know each user so intimately that I feel like the TikTok algorithm knows things about you that you don't even know about you. And that's what makes it so addicting, is that you can open up that app. You don't have to search for anything. Like when you come to YouTube and you search for what you're looking for, you decide what you're going to watch. You don't have to have followed interesting people like on Instagram in order to get good content on your feed. You can just show up on TikTok and they will start showing you content that they think you are going to like. And the longer you use it, the more they get to know you, the better the content is. So it's really this self-fulfilling prophecy of the more you use TikTok, the more you want to use TikTok because it just keeps getting better. And so I think Instagram is really eyeing that and saying that is a very effective way to keep people glued to their screens. How can we keep them glued to their screens with our app open on it instead of just TikTok? And I think the way that they're going to do this is by trying to make the feed even more interesting and engaging for you by showing you content that they think you want to see. I think it'll be really interesting to see how this plays out because in my opinion, one of the biggest downfalls that Instagram has right now is their less than great algorithm. Like when I'm on TikTok, I know that I'm going to come across stuff that is entertaining and interesting to me. Whereas when I scroll through Reels, it's not always the case. I feel like Instagram Reels just tries to show me recipes and travel videos, and they don't seem to know the more, interesting details of me, like my love for Harry Styles or Outlander, which TikTok does know, and that's what keeps me coming back. So I think that we're gonna see a lot of changes to the home feed as Instagram tries to figure out how can we make this a place that people actually want to spend time on again, because like I've alluded to in some of the other videos here on the channel, Users love stories, and I think users are also interested in reels, but not a lot of people rave about how much they love scrolling through their Instagram feed, and I think Instagram is really gonna try to fix that, to make that an engaging place again. And there you have it. Those are the big shakeups that we're gonna see coming to Instagram throughout the second half of 2021 and probably into next year as well. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions at all about these changes and how they're going to affect your content strategy. If you're feeling a little bit uncertain about how to create for your Instagram with these new conditions, feel free to reach out, because at Creatorly Media, we would love to work with you and create Instagram content for you. So you can email us, fill out the form on our website, and I'd love to get in touch and see how we can help. If you found this video helpful, then you are not going to want to miss this video that I made about the ultimate beginner guide to Instagram stories. So go check that out next. But before you go, hit the subscribe button. It is totally free, and you are not going to want to miss our future videos on Instagram, podcasting, and YouTube that we share on this channel every single week. As always, thank you so much for watching, and keep on creating. Bye.